Here you are again, dear listener. You must really enjoy these stories.
We are so glad to have you back. This episode was made for an older audience. While everyone may enjoy it, please be sure to listen ahead or read the plot synopsis to decide if this episode is right for your young listeners. You are now listening to episode 4 of Spooky Stories from Little Lucy. Enjoy. Okay, it's someone else's turn to tell a story. Let's hear one from you, Colton.
I love stories. I love listening to stories and writing my own stories. My friends help me a lot when it comes to writing my stories with spelling, punctuation, and inspiration for the story. My friends also have a lot of stories that they tell me about. Some are about cowboys, others are about the Romans and Greeks, but my favorites are about pirates. I love hearing stories from all my friends, even though they are adults. My dad also loves reading my stories that I write, and helps me with writing the stories that contain a lot of depth and mystery. He is also a writer, and has a lot of stories on both paper and computer. Just today I walked into his room and asked him a question about my story, when I noticed a sign on his desk that said, "Dead men tell no tales." So I asked him what that meant. He replied that it was a saying pirates had, meaning if you were dead, you couldn't tell stories. A confused expression grew over my face as I told him that that's a lie. He chuckled and turned, asking why I think it's a lie. So I told him that all my friends tell me stories all the time.
Ooh, that was a good one. I want to tell a scary story.
Oh, hey, Mom.
Hey, Lucy. I hear you've been telling scary stories. I've got one for you. You won't believe this, but this is a true story. My husband and I dart the corner and scurry down a dimly lit street, searching for a place to cower from the thing that is pursuing us. This creature has been hunting us for a while now. But just this night, I guess it decided to stop playing games and hunt us for real. I haven't seen this thing's true figure, since every time I see it, it changes into something I fear most. Jacob, my husband, takes my hand as we hurry our way across the street. Suddenly, a street pole nearby tipped and fell, crashing between us, separating each other by an electrical fire. I fell backwards into a ditch on the side of the road, hitting my head on a rock sticking out of the ground. My vision was blurred. All I saw was a dark figure above the ditch calling to me in a familiar voice.
Grace, grab my hand.
It
We
was
need to get
Jacob.
out of here.
My vision still blurred. I reached towards him till I grabbed a hold of a hand. I then was pulled out of the ditch and we made a sprint towards a nearby alley. I held onto Jacob with all my might. Tears start to run down my cheeks once we reach the alley. I can't keep running. I'm scared, I mutter with a sob.
Listen to me, Grace.
Jacob reassures me as he grabs me by the shoulders.
We are going to be okay.
My vision starts to clear as I look into his eyes. I stare deeper into his eyes, and I realize they weren't blue. My greatest fear is a false sense of hope. I don't know how we're going to top this shorty episode. This was so great. A big thank you to Colton Stephens for writing those for us. We have one more spooky episode coming your way. We call it our bonus episode. That will go live on Monday, and we can't wait to share it with you. Thank you again, dear listeners, for continuing to support our Spooky Story podcast. Don't forget that Flavored by Chef T and the Little Lucy RV Resort are hosting a drive-thru trick-or-treat event on Halloween from 5:30 to 7:30 in Lampasas, Texas. See y'all there. This podcast was brought to you by BC Creative Hub. Music by Nick Alvarado. Guest storyteller, Colton Stephens.